Just to show you where we are in this process, I'm probably about halfway in the middle of the car show. There's cars parked all the way at the other side of that barn. And when I do a 180-degree turn, there's way more cars all the way down there. So don't know if I'll be able to see them all by 5 p.m. when this place closes. All I can do is try, even though Yoda once said, try not do, or do not, there is no try. But I will try to film every car here.
I was in 6th grade when I first heard this song.
Are you with the West Side guys? Okay.
And I was at a party and the girls were 6th grade. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's in Farmington. Oh, okay. Yeah. They're going to have fun. Yeah, I see you guys. Some people, you know, oh, yeah. Yeah. I think it's very tasteful. Oh, you guys got to go up there? I might even.
I've seen this Grundy insurance vehicle somewhere before.
I believe it's.
Looks like it might be 1967.
I'm in that MMA car club. The oldest car club in Michigan.
Like how the old interiors were metal, none of this plastic stuff, had a real interior. How much space there was.
Well, I'll tell you what, it won't hurt.
We've got a mess. Probably fit a mattress in there.
Right after I got that phone call.
If I ever become homeless, something like this might do. Drive during the day, pull over at night, maybe at a rest stop on the highway. Okay. It's a green car over there in the distance I've never seen before. Probably some type of European or Japanese imports. Holy moly. It's a Nissan Figaro.
Yeah, but I remember getting in the link and I was like, okay, now I've never had to turn on to it. No. Okay, we're going to have
Wow, and it's probably meant for the Japanese market because the steering wheel is on the right, just like in Japan or the United Kingdom.
this thing is so cool.
What's the year on this?
91.
1991?
91. Nissan.
There's a little write-up on,
Wow.
on the window there if you want to capture that.
Got the information on the side.
This car's from 1991. In 1991, I would have been either a freshman or a sophomore in college. This thing, to me, it almost reminds me of a car from Europe from the 1960s.
I thought it was like a little Renault or a little Italian job from the 60s, you're right. It looks like
From the distance, I thought I saw like 3 little chevrons leaving Citroën.
That's different. Yeah, I've never seen that one.
I never have seen anything like that. I like that.
Yeah.
This car was from '63, the same year John F. Kennedy was assassinated.
got one that's interesting.
This car was 1965. Same year Lyndon Johnson was president and they passed the Civil Rights Act.
Rolls Royce, eh?
Yeah. Pretty sure it was silver.
It's got a
Oh, it was. There's no doubt about it. I drove past his house. It's about yellow lights. 11 years. Every time I see one of those, not often, I always think, yeah, Ronnie had that car. Yeah, you don't see it too often. I'm glad it held up over the time because it was a rust-free car, so I got it from Albuquerque.
Yeah. Like the yellow headlights too. Yeah.
It's not really
trying to operate a camera with the right hand and operate a phone with the left hand.
Okay.
They still work.
But yeah, I just wanted
So
something.
1932 Chevy, same year my father was born, during the height of the Great Depression.
It's not
I think that was the year where unemployment was roughly 25% and the GDP at that point had fallen roughly 60% since the crash of 29.
On my Charger, everything's brand new from the radiator back, and it's all high performance stuff. That's just replaced with the new dash.
Plymouth here.
I'm doing that for myself.
Plymouth is from 1970.
Drive. You can't, that's not bad.
2 years before I was born. My big brother would have been 13 years old at this point. Same year as the October crisis in Quebec. There's some British diplomat got kidnapped by the Front pour la Libération du Québec, and a Quebec, I believe, Minister of Labor, Pierre Laporte, got assassinated by the FLQ terrorists. Okay, now Corvette.
Here it is. Got it?
Do this hobby, I have to know how to fix things.
This is whole fun. I was
Okay, here's at Monterey.
Exactly.
In 63, same year John F. Kennedy was assassinated.
It's only thing that's not 1963 is the rearview mirror.
Oh, okay.
That's from their 59 Turnpike Cruiser. They swapped it out. Much more stylized. The other one was that on.
63 unrestored survived.
Well, I got the new Ultimate.
Oh, thank you. Ah, thanks. Oh, sure, thank you. You've got a real big trunk. Wow.
Wild.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. This guy here, I don't know what year this is, but it's a Ford. TD. Okay, it's the 69. So that was the year Richard Nixon was sworn in as president. My father was in Vietnam in 68 and 69. I believe the first man to walk on the moon was also 1969. So Fairmont Ford Squire. I wonder if this is the first car to have the check engine light. I think electronics in cars have done way more damage than good. 1979, so 7 years old. I believe it's also the year the Shah of Iran was deposed or stepped down or ran away, and the Ayatollah became in charge of Iran. In 79, I'll have to check if that was also the year the Soviets might have invaded Afghanistan, but I'll have to check that one. There's a hat in here that says 63 Galaxy. It's the same year John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Kind of sad. He was assassinated the same year a lot of real good cars came out.
Thank you for driving this today.
There's another, it's a Ford Fairlane. I think my wife's father had one of these, though I never met him.
$50-50. 50-50, 1 o'clock drawing.
My brother had one of these, so it was a cup purple.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Don't know if it was the same year, but same rough idea.
Tell by the grill design too.
Yes.
No, my brother's car was used, so can't remember if he had some kind of coverings on the seat or if it was even just that gray tape. It's like 1967. Now, when I was a kid, I mean, the car was a lot shorter, so the car seemed way bigger at the time. This Buick's 1970.
The motor without anything on it.
Same hats, because I remember the one time. They had the same hubcap.
This car's 1949. Father would have been 17 years old at the time. Would have been the same year that the Federal Republic of Germany and the German Democratic Republic were established. So 1 year after the Berlin airlift and 1 year before the Korean War. Okay, and something I like about these cars, almost like the Chevy Bel Air, is plenty of room for the radiator. Lots of nice braking. It's a Grand Prix. Don't see a date though. Not sure what this car is. 1963 Mercury Eagle.
Yeah, this is all options out, bro. I do too. I love that.
They're gonna, you still have to say,
You ain't that motor on it.
Airline 500.
There's somewhere around here.
tell them I did.
Was he driving last time? Ray. The car. What's it?
Runs good. I'm glad FDA, all I know. Comic GT, man. Kind of dog your show. Kind of dog your show.
I agree.
I think I've seen this car at other car shows. I think I recognize the helmet with that Germanic Teutonic cross there. Chevy 2. This is a 1965. Same year Lyndon Baines Johnson was president, and we had the Civil Rights Act.
We had a bunch of chainsaw in the barn.
Okay. Interesting gearbox here. It says Coal or Coal Revolution.
All right, Robert, go back for another one.
This is a
He's
GTX.
so scared. I know he ain't gonna be able to do that. So I went back up to the house. We got those big, those like,
The chainsaw up.
they're big long hands. And then scissors, yeah. So I grabbed them.
.344 barrel. I don't see this every day. I almost expect someone to appear and ask me if I have any Grey Poupon. There, looks like some kind of award. Concours d'Elegance, Meadowbrook Hall, so contest of elegance. Because of the B, I suspect this is a Bentley. I've heard Jeremy Clarkson talk about these things on Top Gear. Reminds me a bit of Spectrum Horse's Jaguar because of where the mirror is.
Oh, it's a right-hand drive.
I love the dashboards on this cars.
Okay, see, this car was made in 1942. I think at that point they were supposed to stop making cars for civilians.
Did you
just happened to run into all of those.
It was built October 16, 1941, so
something like our B-26.
built before
Both of us came out of
Pearl
Marine Corps
Harbor.
about the same time. He was faster than we were and tried to run for home. But we knocked out one of his engines at long range and then closed in on him. He wasn't very smart. He didn't even try to duck back into the clouds. Did he try to shoot it out with you? Oh yes, he did a lot of shooting, but he didn't hit us. In fact, in all the time I was out there, I didn't get a single bullet hole in any plane I flew.
The X in the window, I think, has something to do with gas rationing during the war. Oh yeah, gasoline ration.
I've lost like 4 in a row. You give it back to me. Winter's always so bad. I hate when I stretch out, but I just get even fuzzy.
This car was made in 1946, a Ford. Super Deluxe.
My neighbor was said she got about 3 o'clock so playing at 112 to Ramble.
Looks like a 1975 Pontiac Granville, so I was 3 years old at the time. Also the year Saigon fell to the North Vietnamese. And I'll have to double check. I think Andy Hall was filmed in 1974. Filmed in 1975, but released in '76.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
79 Trans Am. So I was 7 years old when this was made. I think it was the year the Ayatollah took over Iran. I think it was also the year the Soviets invaded Afghanistan.
Staying out of the sun, just enough.
That's the color combination that I like.
One thing I think plus he still works for that robotics company.
I'm gonna give it to Meg. There you go.
See how numbers are done.
Please maintain proper social distancing. 6 feet, follow state guidelines. I think we threw that out the window.